Happy day. Oh, sorry, wrong file. Bavaria, 1885. We open with, hang on, is that Freddie Jones?
Look at the eyebrows. These are attack eyebrows.
We thought Jonas would be a wonderful name.
I think it's absolutely terrible.
Jonas is a bad name. It's Jonah for bad writers. Jonah's aged, but name him that if you must. Or Joe.
I think he needs a stronger name, like Sturm und Drang, yeah?
Sturm und Drag, which means beloved by all. Oh well, but the kids won't fare so bad. At least they can find water. Still, they'll want to get a move on.
Morning, darling.
Morning, sweetheart.
Oh, no, I can't look. What? No, the doctor is a heterosexual? Ah, that's a disgrace. Heteros are disgusting. Get it away from me. Oh, hard straight people are against God's will. Woke agenda.
Hello.
Ah, Andy had sex with a human and they have a daughter? Oh, this spits and crops over 62 years of fandom. 3 generations disrespected and destroyed by RTD's nuclear family agenda. The overnight ratings show 35,000 people switched off their televisions at this very moment.
Well, would you mind telling me how the plant can function on minus 10,000 workers?
And we've got Space Baby's Poppy unrecognisable in the story and the engine. Good move.
And the weather's going to be nice. All across England and the whole of Great Britain.
Whew, back to normal.
It's nice in France and Africa.
Hang on, what? No, boo! Down with nice weather, bloody weather. Coming over here, going over there. Who's supposed to be performing checks on weather at the borders?
Really nice weather all over the world.
Riot! Look at my misshapen way. I don't care for Doctor Who like a 12-year-old looking for a show I watched when I was 12. Assembling the pieces, scrying and crying, whether it's spewing bile or bulk amounts of filler. Doctor Who tube is a dumpster fire, and this is its dumpster flower.
Doctor Who and the Deadly Wish.
Ooh, it's in hardback. Hashtag canonise Peter Cushing.
It's May the 24th.
May 24th obviously is when this episode aired and has many notable deaths, births and events. One to read something into might be that in America it was National Scavenger Day. Yay, it's our Ruby. And doesn't Gatwa look dapper? The rotary phone is an anomaly, perhaps a design choice by the Rani.
My name's Ruby, I swear, I'm just trying to help.
No, please, I didn't mean to just...
Did you say?
Come on, she's dialing.
Ruby.
Don't underestimate rotary phones. Which one of these is for recycling? Oh, of course, I was just being silly. It's a shiny happy world free of deviation from social norms. I don't quite understand the living dinosaur skeleton ghosts, but God, they look great fun.
Happy morning, Unified National Insurance Team. How can I help?
Jemric as tight prissy boss. There's Susan Twist serving tea and bickies as she did in Devil's Cord. Presumably the Beatles are out back with their own office. The Conrad segues are helped along by subtle changing of TV displays. Conrad does remind me a bit of that GB News sexual predator. What's his name?
You're a beautiful man. What's that supposed to mean?
Imagine the audacity of one man saying this to another. Thank goodness in the real world men are much more sensible that they compliment one another. This is why Trudy's quitting in about 4 minutes' time. Good to see Belinda's family? Perhaps. 2 generations represented maternally by Neela Ilea and a friend/auntie played by Josephine Lloyd Welcome, who brings experienced stature. Belinda runs all the way to Westeros. Whee! Real Wizard of Oz variety. And presenting the newest member of Kraftwerk. Conrad occupies an interesting space between prisoner, pet and companion to Dark Time Lord, much like his real-life counterparts. Conrad, yeah, he reminds me of, what was his name? The GB News guy who secretly filmed married men and gay sex acts and used that to blackmail them. You know, he had a hard drive and a holdall. Dan, was it? Was it Dan something?
You said make him a sandwich.
Oh, creepy chuckle.
Snip, bloody snip.
You said make him a sandwich.
Thanks very much.
For heaven's sakes, Joe.
Actually, YouTuber Josh Snares has an incomplete but nonetheless interesting, fun and short video on the subject. Check the link in the description. Or, just use the search bar. Balcony battiness? Mr. Ben strikes again.
Sorry, but is your name Shirley?
Surely you cannot be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley. Airplane.
And you ignore us.
With all those outdoor readeries. A gathering of the disabled mostly and the dispossessed. Resonances of Chaffee Lady from Empire of Death. They must have a portable generator for the coffee. And the police are weirdly missing.
Because it feels like I've lived through this before.
And yes, this is a cunning piece of plot making by Davies that we appreciate. No contrivance, all natural.
Is something wrong with you, my girl? Somebody put goose on you.
This is a new entry in Cherry Sunday's Guide to Jamaican Patois. It means to put a spell upon someone.
My own mother.
To be fair, she was a dick last time too. Some more signers, 2 more, new normative, good, but I've a few problems with the Dispossessed Occupy group. The issues follow the same direction as Joe Straczynski's Byron arc in Babylon 5. Details not relevant, similarities are clear. The impoverished underbelly social group are well dressed with amenities, makeup and hair care. Poverty isn't only financial, it's psychological, brother, and this ain't it. Now, I get how that anomaly is actually part of the plot.
These things are like fossils or relics, like they're bleeding through from a life that's been lost.
But I found it hard to invest in this part of the plot because of the use of the most vulnerable who aren't the most vulnerable at all. It's essentially the same problem as Straczynski had, Pickigan Lane. There's good community commentary, but it feels like RTD wants to have his cake and eat it, rather than have his cake and then eat it.
I don't know why or how, but Conrad Clark is a monster.
Well, I must say I find that laughter wholly inappropriate, and it certainly isn't a done thing in civilized society.
Yes, because being blind gives you magical powers.
Radioactive chemicals, Matt Murdock, are not magical. I really dislike Shirley Bingham, but she no doubt gets this episode's coolest line.
I'm gonna bring down God.
And she knew that Doctor Who was weak.
My name is my name!
Wishworld isn't an episode easily broken into bits for analysis. It streams with many what the moments, quite casually. There's a steady pace free of grandstanding that gives us room to try and piece it together. Director Alex Pillai, last seen on Joy to the World, does a fantastic job here. He's aided by the fine choices of editor Meredith Leese of Love Rat and Grant Chester. This episode is an easy watch, no emotional pressure. We have a head start on characters on seeing through the shiny happy people utopia, and Wishworld realises that. It comes to us like Turn Left, though softer and with subtlety, showing promise for a satisfying finale. This in despite of similar story arcs leading to giant missteps. It feels, in a good way, Moffat-y. There's an unexpected reappearance of Jonathan Groff as Rogue. Good to see him back. Another motif in how RTD gathers little pieces from his run together, assembled in a new light. Sure, he's done this in Journey's End and The End of Time, but with drama and big deal pomp. This time it feels nuanced. Characters there because they are, demonstrating the sociological. Proper make good on a universe marketing. I was even convinced that this was the blinks on keyboards. It's a true ensemble evocation. Never mind all these guys. It goes right down to John Smith, who he still is at the end of the episode, technically making this one Dr. Light. An urgent public service announcement by the government of Great Britain. Malevolent incidents of imbibing vessel altercations are being reported at an alarming rate. Firstly, we urge parents to keep their children under supervision when cups are within range. Adults, keep cupboard doors closed when said receptacles are not in use. Stay vigilant and never loosen your grip. Take out only the hot and cold liquid receptacles which you plan to use right away. Medical guidelines suggest 1 container per consumer. Multiple units present a hazard. The traditional English cuppa, once considered refreshing, is uninterested in our well-being. Given a chance, it may roam free with no respect for physical laws. Don't be a mug. Prevent drinkfall. We now return you to your regular program.
Science fiction series.
I am sorry, Belle.
It's Belinda.
Anita Dobson Copper Kink. Real Gene Hunt, Joan Ferguson energy here.
Why does it feel so familiar? I know.
A world without tablets. God.
If I can just meet Comrade, if I can look him in the eye.
Good choice of words conveying an expression of fandom, as if, despite overt conflict, she's still a little bit enamoured by him, part of his spell. There's some well-structured design within the Bone Palace.
It's called the Seal of Arsalan.
Judging by how long it took to get here, that carried no favour with the post office. They don't even sell that size of envelope yet.
I am the Rani.
No.
And I am the Rani.
And I am the Rani. Sorry.
Conrad! Doctor?
Conrad. GB News. Dan. He'd lured married men with sock puppet accounts into sex for money. Dan Wooten. Yes, he looks like Dan Wooten. Sorry, Jonah.
And the most powerful god of all was born, Desiderium, the god of wishes.
Desiderium is Latin, translating as a desire or longing, a feeling of grief for something lost. There is no god called Desiderium. Maybe this is the Rani's invention. There's plenty of wish gods, the Greeks Priapus and Tyche among them. But wishes are part of most gods' sales pitches. If wishes were horses.
Voiced Bladen energy to the power of 5.
I don't know about voiced yet, but Bladen were a British pioneer in micro-turbines.
You have
Doubt!
We have doubts. The doubts. Doubt. Now, then doubt. Get doubts. Your doubt. Be doubts. Doubt. Out.
Oh, no doubt.
Taxi!
Because once reality is broken on a scale as vast as this, I can see underneath.
Seeing what?
Deep within the underverse.
No Starscream. Underverse, not underbase. Settle, petal. It's something alluded to previously, back in the giggle, a hollow world where physical laws do not apply.
I let the TARDIS fall into another realm. A hollow beneath the under-universe, where science is a game and all of us are toys.
The Steta are a company last seen in the well in charge of mining Colony Base 15. And your consistent quality feature is a great marigold score right away through this episode. Beautiful.
Omega.
Omega was the brother of mayoral candidate Count Binface. He was taller than a human with huge elongated fingers. Haha, Doctor, locked you out. Visually a quite stunning finale, dare I say it. Alex Pillai's work here is reminiscent of David Lynch. Well, yes, we're not pretending David Lynch's work wasn't a massive influence on generations. I enjoyed Wishworld, and on second viewing, though not as strongly, it had much to offer. It's no Lucky Day, but neither is it the Robot Revolution. Looking back at last season's penultimate episode as a part 1 of 2, it compares favourably. It seems quite unlikely to drop the ball with a number of plot seeds cast over fertile ground. Or it could be shite. Hello, Doctor. Hello, puny humans. I am the one known as Omega, Moaz, Gamo, Mega O, and Omega. Ha 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 ha. Now I will eat everyone. You suck, Omega. Yeah, you're all poopy pants. Omega, he is a big bum. We gerbils cute and we gerbils sing. Defeat Omega by the power of love. Oh no, it has gone bad for me now. I lose. I ran away. Ha ha ha, I ran away. Let's find out what happens next time on A big thank you to all my patrons whose names are on screen now. My Patreon access is free across summer 2025. Simply sign up on a paid tier and get early access and deep archives. You'll get alerts before payment resumes in the autumn. Throw me a like, comment and subscribe because it's my greatest wish. I'm easily pleased. Goodbye.